Hello grade 7, inshallah today we will continue in lesson 6, page 373, write and solve two-step inequalities. We started with this lesson in the previous period and today we'll continue the examples and the check questions in this lesson inshallah. Now two-step inequalities guys means the two steps, let's say two steps, okay? Means you will do two steps to solve this inequalities. The first step, you need to get rid of the addition or the subtraction which are in the inequality. Means if you have addition, you will do subtraction, and if you have subtraction, you will do addition. The second step, you need to do the multiplication or the division in the inequality. So first we will do add or subtract. The second step we will do multiply or divide. So that's why we call them two steps. This is a step, then a step, okay? Now let's do some examples from the book. We will do some examples from the book together. So let's start with the check, page 374. The check, solve the inequality, negative 6x minus 4 is more than 14. More than 14. Now here we have multiply. And here we have subtraction. We said in the first step, we get rid from the connected number first always. So negative 6x, I will rewrite the inequality. And I want to get rid of this negative 4 by adding 4 in both sides. Now negative 4 plus 4, it's gone. Still negative 6x in this side. And this inequality comes down. And here you add 14 plus 4 is 18. Now what we have here, we have multiply. The second step, we will divide both sides by the coefficient, we call it. So here I will divide both sides by the negative 6. This negative 6 with negative 6, 1. 1x is x. And this inequality, I will switch it because we said in one step, multiplication and division inequality, if you multiply or divide both sides with negative number, you need to flip the inequality sign. Now here divide, 18 divided by negative 6 is negative 3. So this is the solution of the inequality, x less than negative 3. Now after we solve it here, we need to graph it because the question asks you to graph. Now here we put negative 3 and we know if we have less than, we go to the left. And if we don't have equal sign, we put open circle like this. This is this is the check, page 374. Now I will move to the next example, which is on page 375. We have this example, solve the following inequality, 4.7x minus 3.25 less than or equal 10.85. Now guys, we will solve this inequality. Let's rewrite the inequality first. 4.7x minus 3.25 less than or equal 10.85. Now what we will do guys, as we did here, we get rid of this negative 4. We need to get rid of negative 3.25, this number. It's subtraction, so we will add both sides by 3.25 in both sides. Negative 3.5 plus 3.5 is 0, still 4.7x. And this comes down, and here we add these two numbers. 5 plus 5, it is 10, 0 with 1. Here 9 plus 2, it is 11. The decimal comes down, and here 4, and here 1. So it's 14.1. 14.1. Now I will divide both sides with 4.7. Divide by 4.7 in both sides. X will be less than or equal. If you divide these two numbers, this will be 3. So this is the solution of the inequality, x less than or equal 3. Now we can graph it by putting closed circle because we have equal sign with the less than. X less than or equal 3, so we will go to the left. This is example 2, page 375. Now after the example guys, we have the check, page 375 also. So let's do the check, this one. Solve the inequality 1.3x minus 3.2 more than or equal 4.6. I will follow the same steps of this example. So here I will rewrite the inequality 1.3x minus 3.2 more than or equal 4.6. Now I will add both sides, negative 3.2, it will be plus 3.2 plus 3.2. Now negative 3.2 plus 3.2 are gone, still 1.3x more than or equal 4.6 plus 3.2. This is 8 decimal 7, 7.8. Now I will divide both sides with 1.3. X will be more than or equal, this we make it long division, it will be 6. So x is more than or equal 6. Now to graph it, we put 6, close circle because we have equal, and we will go to the right, more than or equal. This is the check, page 375. Now let's move to example 3, page 376 in your book. This example. Solve the inequality for 3 over 4x minus 1 over 2 is more than 3 over 8. I will rewrite the inequality 3 over 4x minus 1 over 2 is more than 3 over 8. Now I will do the same steps which I did with the integers here and the decimals here. I will do the same steps with the fractions. Now here guys, what I will do, I will add in both sides 1 over 2 because we have subtraction. So 3 over, here I will add 1 over 2 in both sides. Now half minus half is 0, still 3 over 4x, and this more than, and here we add, we take them outside the solution, here by side, we take 3 over 8 plus 1 over 2 by side, and we add. Here times 4 times 4, this will be 3 over 8 plus 4 over 8. It will be 7 over 8. So 3 over 4x more than what? 7 over 8. The total of these two, or the sum of these two fractions, 7 over 8. Now here I have multiply between the fraction and the variable, so I will divide both sides with the coefficient 3 over 4. I will divide both sides by 3 over 4, so this will be 1. Still x, and this comes down. I want to switch it because I divide in positive. But here guys, if you remember, I switch because I divide in negative. Now here I will divide the fractions. If you remember, the first fraction stay the same. The division will be multiply, and the second fraction we flip it. It will be 4 over 3. And this will be 28 over 24. And make simplest form, divide by 4 both sides. It will be 7 over 6. Divide, turn it to mixed number. We know that x will be 1 and 1 over 6. This is the answer of this inequality. Now to graph it, we will follow the same strategy of graphing. This is 1 and 1 over 6. X more than, no equal sign means open circle, and I will go to the left because we have more than. This is example 3, page 376. After example 3, we have check on the same idea. It has fractions. I'll do the same steps which I did in all examples here. So let's rewrite the inequality in this check. 2 over 3. 2 over 3x minus 5 over 6 is less than half. I will add 5 over 6 in both sides. So let's add 5 over 6 in both sides. These are gone. Still 2 over 3x less than 1 over 2 plus 5 over 6. I will do it by side also. 1 over 2 plus 5 over 6 times 3 times 3. It will be 8 over 6. Means if you divide on 2 up and down, it will be 4 over 3. I'll put it here, 4 over 3. I know we will do it to mixed number, but let's find x first. Now here I have multiply between the fraction and the variable, so I will divide both sides on the coefficient. X will be less than, let's make the division here. 4 over 3 stay the same. The division multiply, and we flip. it will be 3 over 2 means 4 over 2 means 2. So x less than 2. Now I don't need the extra calculations here. Here guys, we can cross the 3 with the 3 or multiply 12 over 6, which is 2. It's the same. So x less than 2. Now I can graph it easily. This is 2, open circle to the left. This is the check after example 3 on page 376. Now after example 3, guys, we have example 4. Example 4, we will write the inequality first, then we will solve it. Example 4, I will read it for you. It is on page, sorry guys, it's on page 377. The example says, halfway through bowling league season, Stewart has 34 strikes. He averaged 2 strikes per game. He needs at least 61 strikes to beat the league record. So he already did 34 strikes. In the next games, his average is to score 2 strikes per game. So per game, in the next games, he will strike, or his average expected to be 2 strikes per game. And he already did 34 and at least 61. At these informations, we can build our inequality, but what the question wants. Write and solve inequality to determine the possible number of additional games. So we need to know the number of the games. Here, I make a summary for the question. He already did 34 strikes. He will do, or he expects to do, 2 strikes per 1 game. And he wants to score at least 61. At least means more than or equal 61. The question wants us to know the number of the rest games, or of the games he will play to get his goal here. So let G be the number of games. Now he already did 34. In each game he will score 2. But in number of games, G means 2G. Plus 34, which already did, should be more than or equal 61. This is the inequality. Now what we will do, we will solve it. Let's rewrite it. 2G plus 34 more than or equal 61. Minus 34 minus 34. This will be gone. 2G more than or equal 61 minus 34 is... Here we have 1 minus 4, it cannot. This is 5, this is 11. 11 minus 4, 7, 5, 27. Divide into both sides. G will be more than or equal 13.5. Now we cannot say that 13.5 goals or strikes. It won't make sense. Like when we say 3.5 people, 3.5 people, we cannot say that. So here I will get rid of the 5. It will be G more than or equal 13, approximated answer. Because we cannot divide the goal, right? We cannot make the goal to be strikes, to be parts. This is example 4 on page 377. Now we have the check, guys. The check, page 378. I will read it also. Peter can spend no more than $100. Peter can spend no more than $100. No more than means less than or equal 100. No more than means either 100 or less. So he spends already $35 on a new pair of shoes. So he already spent $35 for the shoes. Okay? Done. This number is done. He already paid. He wanna buy some shirts. Now, each shirt costs $15. What's the question want? Write and solve an equality to determine how many shirts Peter can purchase. Now here, he already did 35. He wanna buy shirts. So let X be the number of the shirts. If each shirt costs $15, means X shirts, it will be 15X. 15 multiply the number of the shares plus what he spent already for the shoes, which is 35, should be less than or equal 100 because he has only $100. Now this is the inequality. Let's solve it. 15x plus 35 less than or equal 100. Subtract 35 in both sides. 15x less than or equal 100 minus 35, it is 65. Divided on 15 both sides, it will be x less than or equal 4 and 1 over 3. If you want to turn it to decimal, it will be 4.3 with repeated 3333 forever. This is example or the check page 379. Now I will do for you the next check, guys, which is on page, the next check, okay? The check after example 5. Check after example 5. It's about subtraction. Here we add. So it will be subtraction. It's on page 380. Let's read it together. Sylvia was given $25 for her birthday and would like to use some of the money to purchase music from a music streaming website. So she has only $25, okay? She has $25 only. Means what will she do? What we will spend should be less than or equal to 25 because she has only 25. Now, it costs 1.2 per song she downloads. She would like to have at least $10. At least $10. So at least $10 means what she will still has, it will be more than or equal 10. At least 10. She has a 25. Okay, guys, she has $25. Each song she downloads, she will pay 1.2. Write and solve an equality to determine the number of songs. So let they use the variable x. Let x be the number of songs. Now focus here. She has a $25. Each song she will download, she will pay, means this number will be decreased by 1.20 or 1.2 x. And what she will still has should be more than or equal 10, at least 10. So 25 minus 1.2 multiply the number of the songs, x. Now this inequality, let's solve it. Let's subtract 25 in both sides. So here negative 25, negative 25. These are gone, still negative 1.2x, more than or equal 10 minus negative 25, guys, negative 15. This is the inequality, 25 minus 1.2x more than or equal 10. This is the inequality, and here I solve it. Now we will divide both sides, guys, on 1.2 and negative 1.2 in both sides. X will be less than or equal, because I divide on negative, I will switch it. I will divide 15 divided by 1.2. Now if you divide this, will be a 12.5. 12.5. So x should be less than or equal a 12.5, which is choice D. Choice D. X less than or equal, choice A. X less than or equal 12.5, not negative 12.5. Choice A. Now here down, guys, interpret the solution. Sylvia can buy 12 songs because I cannot download half of the song. So we can say 12 songs to have at least $10 left. This is the check, guys, about how we deal with the subtraction. Now you need to do the homework, and at night, inshallah, today or tomorrow, I will send you the key answers of the homework. And that's all for today. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Goodbye for all.